U.S. pauses tariffs on Canada, Mexico, USMCA trade until April 2nd. I wonder how much of our market is encompassed by that agreement. What percentage of goods? I'm curious. They should just, they should keep their tariffs up. They should say, that's cool that you dropped your tariffs, but we're going to keep ours up for a month. And then every single time you tariff us, whatever you do, we'll drop them, but it's going to be a month. The market literally doesn't care. Pump like 0.01% and it's still dropping now. I mean, it's just, it's not reliable. That, remember, stability is what I said, right? It's stability. Jesus. You can't do this. You can't keep doing this. Nobody wants to live in this environment where nobody knows what the f is going on. The trade deficit skyrocketed because Canadians imported a bunch of shit to prepare for the tariffs. Wouldn't that make the... Or do you mean they imported it from other people? Or do you mean they imported it last quarter or something and now they're not buying anymore or something? Wait, hold on. Wait, what is this? Oh, no. The U.S. Census Bureau and the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis announced today that the goods service deficit was $131.4 billion in January, up $33.3 billion from $98.1 billion in December, revised. Oh, no. This reminds me of that UK chart where they were like, all right, liberals, pushes button and Brexits, and like then it's like 500% increase in foreign workers over the next couple of years. I don't know why or what happened for the UK, why that happened, but Jesus. Oh, no. What's going on here? We're subsidizing the countries even more. The U.S. beating its chest versus all the world besides Israel. Is Trump scared of something? True! You know what? Maybe the Nazis were right. Because of all the people that Trump has f***ed over, Canada, Mexico, the United States, all of Europe, NATO. We haven't f***ed over Israel yet. What's going on with that? Arguably, one of the least valuable of all these players. What the f***? What the fuck? What's going on here? God damn it. I need the Nick Fuentes analysis on this ASAP. What's going on? The Fuentes analysis.
You can't alienate everybody all at once. You can't declare a trade war with no goals against both of your neighbors. You can't threaten all of your...
That one guy who made that subreddit post loves Nick Fuentes' stream, I bet. It's good composition.
Treaty allies that you're in
But he's out of focus, I think. Or the resolution's just really low, I can't tell.
a defensive alliance with in Europe, such that they are talking about strategic autonomy from the United States. You cannot talk about expelling all Palestinians such that the entire Arab League condemns what you said and offers a counterproposal. You cannot get rid of all of America's soft power and dry up all that State Department money.
Do you agree with the Reddit post? No.
That keeps all the other countries in line. At the same time that BRICS has added 5 or 6 new members. At the same time that the UN General Assembly is voting 190 against you.
God. The problem is, like, Nick is a politics guy, meaning he wants power, right? Not like pop politics, like the left or whatever. But Trump is not a politics guy. And Trump doesn't do anything for more political power. It's just, yeah, I don't know.
It's even more unpopular than Russia's invasion of Ukraine. At the same time that China is producing 400 times more ships than the United States, that Russia's producing 20 times more ammunition, that we don't even control the supply chains for the critical minerals we need for electronics and phones and batteries and the energy transition. You can't do it all at once. And so people say, well, who cares about a couple of brown people in Gaza? Who cares about the plight of a couple of, low IQ brown people in Gaza? Who really cares? Diplomacy actually matters. Coalition building and power projection in the world actually matters. The idea that we're going to let Israel ethnically cleanse Palestine and then we're going to turn over the keys to them so we could focus on China, it's a terrible idea, and it's not going to work. And everybody that is selling us on that idea, they're Israelis. They're Israelis that don't really care about the fact that America is losing.
Since when did Fuentes care about U.S. soft power? I thought he was a pro-Russia / anti-West anyways. The thing is that, like, so one, it's hard because Nick always has two positions. It's whatever he's publicly presenting that he wants his like Groyper movement to move towards, and then it's whatever he personally feels. And I don't watch a lot of his shit, so it's hard to keep track of both of these at any given point in time. However, generally, Nick is at least like politically pragmatically minded, meaning in his mind there are political ideas that have some logical through line, like this would make sense. My guess would be, I'm guessing without knowing his private position or watching much of his public content, my guess would be it's going to be similar to what I said a while ago, is that it's not so much that he's pro-Russian and anti-Ukraine. He just doesn't see much value in America sucking up to Europe or whatever, and he just wants like a stronger America first, you know, the world police bullshit, you know, like those types of talking points. However, if you were an America first person and you wanted to strengthen America and you didn't want to be the world police and you want to say Israel and Ukraine and Europe, then you would be dramatically strengthening your ties with Mexico and Canada. Starting fights with Mexico and Canada, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like saying, I can swim all on my own and I'm going to cut off the floaties that I'm using, and you've got floaties around both your biceps, and then you slice off both your arms. And you're like, I'm going to go swim on my own now. Like, what the fuck? It's just such a horrible, 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 horrible strategy. There is no strategy. It's not a strategy at all. Somebody said, I don't think he's saying he cares here. He's just explaining why this is bad for the U.S. I don't think he's actually said that this is happening. Oh, that could be it too then. Maybe he's just explaining this is why some people say, maybe it's possible. But
standing in the world because of this. Israel loses nothing. All of Israel's neighbors already hate Israel. It's America that is losing face. It is America that is losing credibility.
It's not necessarily true, but
The United States and its reputation in the world is suffering.
True.
And will suffer in the long term, for real. And the only reason is...
I guess the thing that's confusing for me, and some of this could also be personal for Nick, because he got personally slighted by Trump. Everybody saw this coming. Like, this is how Trump has talked. Nothing here is surprising. Trump is just following through on everything he said he would do. He talked about wanting to tariff people. He talked about wanting to tariff our allies. He talked about losing in trade to everybody even closer. Like, he's already said all these things before, so you can't really be surprised that Trump is following through on it. Unless you legitimately, and I can't believe that Nick is this stupid. I don't know if I've heard Nick use the negotiations copium line before that I hear so many other otherwise seemingly intelligent adults use. Oh no, he's just saying that to negotiate. I don't know if I've heard Nick use that line before. Maybe Nick has, but like, man, if you genuinely believe that, how stupid are you? How stupid are you?
Israel is telling us, and Israelis and Jews in the United States are telling us, oh, it's not such a big deal. So what? It's some brown people are going to die. Big whip. It's because Israel's power projection will increase, ours will decrease. When they control Gaza, when they destroy Iran, they will become much more powerful. When that happens, we don't become all that much more powerful. As a matter of fact, every country in the world hates it.
I don't hate the Jews, but I think Richard Spencer makes hella valid points lately. Smarter than Nick for sure, Mike Cook. I mean, Spencer's been changing into, I don't know if he's a normal liberal or if he's, I don't know if he's still like a white supremacist or if he's like, are they called white identitarians or like a white separatist? I don't know where Spencer's current beliefs are. But my audience is still a little bit infected with that. Like, if somebody believes something who was like a at one point in time, they'll never ever change their mind on them. So I don't even dive into Spencer shit because I really don't care that much. But I don't know where Spencer's at right now in terms of his political journey or whatever. But I'm just not that interested. But he might just be like a bog standard liberal now. I'm not sure. I can't tell him. Destiny, I'm a negotiation guy, but I will never say that without saying it's the most retarded Trump imagined bullshit imaginable that will only hurt us. I wish that there were more business people that would just speak on this. Like, how many business meetings have you walked into where you've started off making a demand that's like 10x what the value is for whatever you're propositioning? Like,